Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a duck nail using regular tips, and I am going to be doing it with Polygel, and this is the tip that I'm going to be using. It is a soft gel tip. It is a square curve, and um all I'm going to do is adhere this with base coat. I already have base coat on my nail bed. Again, this is for Polygel. If you're using acrylic, you do not have to use base coat. You can just prep your nails and then glue on your tips how you would normally do it, but just glue it upside down. So the reason why I'm gluing this nail upside down is because um it makes a duck nail already, just from how the nail is shaped. So now I'm just adding base coat after adhering that nail, just to make it nice and seamless. And also you have to use base coat to adhere polygel to your nails anyway, just to make sure that polygel doesn't lift. So yeah, I went ahead and cured that in a lamp. I'm using alcohol and I'm using some pink polygel, and these are the tips that I used. Those will be linked in my description. I mean, in my storefront, in my description. So you guys always ask me, how much product do you use? How much product do you use? Honestly, guys, I think you should use as much product as you feel comfortable with. I will show you guys how to recycle your product, but not in this video. So all I'm doing is I went ahead and added some product onto the nail in the middle of the nail, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pat that product out and smooth it out across the nail. Um, and basically the polygel, once you completely spread it out, um, sorry this is out of frame, but once I pat it down, I'm not going to pat it all the way down to my cuticle area. I'm going to pat it down maybe a inch away from my cuticle area, probably like right in the middle of where my actual nail bed is. And then I'm just going to work back down the nail towards the tip to just smooth out the rest of that product, so that I don't make too much product go towards my cuticle area, because I am going to be doing the two bead method. So I am going to add another bead after I cure this bead. So some people that are more advanced use the one bead method, but if you are using the two bead method, whether you're a beginner or not, make sure you cure in between each bead, and make sure you cure completely, because if not, if it's still wet underneath that nail and you try to go in with the second bead, the first bead is going to be moving around, and you're going to basically have a very messy nail. So I do see people make mistakes by putting the bead directly on the cuticle, like on the cuticle area, very close to the cuticle area. You do not want to do that. So you want to put it probably a half of an inch away from your cuticle area, and then you're going to use that alcohol to pat it down towards your cuticle area. And then while you're doing that, when you patting it down, you don't want to pat too hard, because this is where your apex is going to come. And as you can see, if you're not patting too hard, then you won't have a flat nail. This nail is curved, so it kind of gives you an apex anyway. But um, doing what I'm telling you to do is going to ensure that you keep that strength where you need it to be, so that it won't break in the wrong spot. You won't have any problems, any issues. So once you make sure that cuticle and that apex is great, you want to blend everything else down the nail. You just want to make sure it's nice and smooth. And it's okay if it's a little bulky right there where the apex is, because you're still going to go in and file. I'm going to show you guys how I file my nails as well. Also, before you cure, make sure you use that brush and some alcohol to just clean around the cuticle, making sure it's nice and round and perfect to fit your cuticle area. Everybody does not have a round cuticle, so just make sure you clean up that cuticle area before you cure. It will make life so much easier when it comes to filing, because the thing is with polygel, because it doesn't dry until you're ready to dry it, you can literally work with it however you need to. As you can see, I'm still brushing, I'm still making sure that it's nice and perfect before I cure it, because once you cure that, you're gonna have to file all of that away if you made a mistake. So I try to make sure I pat that product down until I get it exactly how I want it before curing. And now I'm going in with some rubbing alcohol and I'm cleaning off that sticky tacky layer with a non-cotton wipe. And then we're gonna go in with our 60 by 60 emery board and just clean up those side walls. You don't want to file too much, but I'm just cleaning up any extra product that got distributed on the sides or anything like that. I'm just cleaning that up. So I only use the 60 by 60 for my sidewalls, or if I have like any lumps or anything in the nail, I try to use the um hand file, just because it doesn't take as much as an e-file would off. Like even on the slow setting, it still kind of takes a lot off to me, so I try not to use the e-file. But um if your application is pretty flawless like this one, you can use the e-file with no problem. And I always use the ceramic bands, the ceramic bits, sorry, the ceramic bits for polygel. To me, the metal ones always get clogged when I'm using polygel, and maybe because it's primarily gel, I'm not sure, but I think that the other bits are best suited for um, dip dip powders and acrylics. Ceramic, I would only use for polygel and any type of gel product, just because I don't have a problem with clogging or anything like that. And as you can see, it is taking a good amount of, you know, gel off without taking too much off. When I use the metal ones, it kind of doesn't take anything off, or it takes entirely too much off, and I just rather not use the metal ones, in my opinion. That's just me. You guys can use whatever you want, but since doing polygel, I would much rather use the ceramic ones. So that's just my opinion. And I think this is called a barrel bit. It always comes in a pack on Amazon, and that is also in my storefront. These nails are in my storefront as well. I believe the tips are in my storefront. If not, I will go ahead and link that. Also, this e-file will be linked in there as well. And then I'm just using that 60 by 60 underneath my nail. I didn't really need to use it a lot because I didn't have that much product on the bottom, but as you can see, I couldn't get in there with the e-file, I mean with the 60 by 60, so I'm just using the e-file and just kind of straightening that curve out, or cleaning up the curve, I should say, just to make sure that nail is really nice and crispy. And for anyone that likes to have that half moon shape, that's why I use the tips that I use and I flip them upside down, because a lot of those tips, they always come with the curve like that where you need to glue it on your nail. So flipping it upside down gives you that half moon automatically, and you can just go in and cleaning up with the e-file like I did. Now I'm buffing the nail out and making sure it's nice and smooth before going in and doing a Frenchie. I didn't want to just leave this nail plain just because you guys know me. You guys know I gotta do a French tip every time. So, now that it's nice and smooth, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my e-file one more time, and I'm cleaning up that half moon, making sure there's no extra like product or anything like that from filing. And then I am just gonna go back in with my buffer and some cuticle oil to just buff and shine that nail out. So now I'm just going in with some cuticle oil. You don't need a lot, just a little dot. And you want to put it on the more softer side, the more fine side, to just buff out any scratches or anything like that that's left over on the nail. I know that you guys usually like when you guys I it happens to me, so I know it has to happen to you guys. When you file and then you try to clean up and wipe off and you still have those streaks or scratches from filing and it's not gone, yeah, that's why I use cuticle oil and buff those out. I just went ahead and wiped off the extra excess cuticle oil with some rubbing alcohol, and now I'm going in to just do a quick little red Frenchie just to finish off this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that bell on so you won't miss the next time I post a new video. If you are new, hey boo, welcome to the channel, and please share this video to someone who might like it. And also, if you guys have not seen my previous video, I did do a tutorial on how to do a French tip 4 different ways, beginner friendly. I did do this example in that video as well. I really hope this video helped anyone in any way. Comment down below if it did. I am gonna start doing post notifications, shout outs, and stuff like that. So go ahead and comment what you guys liked in this video. You guys might get a shout out in the next video. Um, Also, you guys can still send me pictures of like any sets that you guys want me to redo, recreate, or anything like that. Also, I just appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to me. If you guys are new or just ran across my video, thank you guys so much for watching. And this is basically the end of the video. I'm just going to go ahead and put some cuticle oil on, and then I will just give you guys another glimpse of this cute duck nail. Hopefully my video was able to help someone. Um Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn that bell on so you won't miss the next time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, and here is the last glimpse of the nail.